It is, damn, what day is it? It is Tuesday afternoon. I'm here in Grafton, New South Wales, in a little hotel here. Just kicking back for the afternoon. Had a big day at work, traveling around for my job. And guys, what I wanted to talk to you today about is loyalty. Hey Suomi, hey Ezekiel, how you doing, guys? Welcome Joseph, Conrad SA. Hey MGTOW Samson S, man. How you doing? How you doing? Bob, welcome. Guys, smash that thumbs up button if you're just coming in. Back from college, Joseph? Are you on break or? Hey, Dynamite Rabbit, what's going on, man? Neo Red, Truth Bomber Menace, Sunset Regime, Adam Jones, man. Everyone's coming in the stream. Smash that thumbs up, guys. It's Justin Squire, Maurice Bendrix. Hey, this stream's going off and it hasn't even started. Welcome, everyone. So, yeah, guys, what I wanted to talk to you about today is about loyalty. And I'm sure you'll... Hey, Sergey, what's going on? And I'm sure you'll all remember the video that I did yesterday about a guy who was loyal to his wife and did everything and looked after the kids, and even after they separated was still looking after her financially and was still getting treated like crap. I had a conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and she was saying, oh, you know, why can't guys and girls just stay loyal to each other? And out of nowhere, right? Just haven't seen it yet, Bob. Gonna check it out. And welcome, Paul. So out of nowhere, my mind just went and a light bulb switched on, and I went, hang on. You know, just one of those red pill moments where you sort of realize what's really going on. And I said to her, I said, you know, no one actually owes you loyalty, no matter what's going on, right? She goes, well, what do you mean? You know, he did all this for her, and he spent all, you know, he gave her all this money, and he looked after her kids. You know, she's a bitch. And I was like, whoa, like, yeah, I agree, but let's dig into this, right? Let's actually drill down. Let's see what's going on here. Exactly, Maurice. Red pills daily. So I started talking to her, and I said, look, said, you know that none of us actually are owed loyalty, right? She said, well, what do you mean? What if you've earned it? And I said, well, loyalty only exists if someone feels indebted to you or like they want to be loyal. Exactly, Bob. Loyalty is earned, just like respect. Now, let's say, for example, right? Just try to think of a way to really carefully articulate this to, you know, put it in a way that everyone can resonate with. So let's say, for example, right? You might be this faithful husband, right? Faithful. And I'm going to put this from guys and girls' perspective. Faithful. 20 years. Faithful as you know, your dog. Just, you know, 100% loyalty, unquestionably. But yet, you know, you go to work every day, you work hard, you bring home the money, you provide for your family, and she still cheats on you after 20 years, right? Because she didn't feel respected, because you didn't take the garbage out once a week when the garbage truck was going to come around. I know that might sound really silly, right? You might say, well, fuck, man, he did all of this for you for 20 years, but, you know, geez, just take the garbage out. But maybe that's how that person feels respected. And on the other side of the coin, right? Sometimes there are men who are disloyal to women that have been loyal to them, right? Because that woman might be loyal to them because that woman values being financially looked after. It values, she values, you know, you doing the dishes on the weekends. Welcome, Ninja. All right? But it goes both ways, guys. Like, I mean, there's guys who aren't loyal to their partner because there's things that their partner doesn't do for them that makes them feel valued and makes them want to be loyal and gives them an incentive to be loyal. You see, guys, there's something about life, right? We don't do anything without motivation and incentive to do it, okay? Ninja. You got me. You got me. Joseph says my grandmother was doing 4 jobs back in a time. Imagine that. Yeah, exactly, guys. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you've given to your partner. If they don't feel like they've got enough incentive to stay, and there's more of an incentive for them to go to somebody else and leave, then they're going to go that way. MGTOW Samson S. Yeah, look, people are selfish, but inherently we have to look after ourselves. You know, and I don't mean anything negative by this, but is MGTOW not inherently selfish because we're looking after ourself? Because that's fundamentally what the word selfish means. I know it's got a bit of a negative connotation, but it's okay to be selfish. It's obviously important to respect our fellow human being within the framework of our values, right? And, just being decent to other people, right? Exactly, Ninja. It's about self-preservation. That's what MGTOW's all about. It's about selfishness, right? We're being selfish by looking after our self-preservation, right? And it's okay to be selfish. Just consider other people when you're doing things that are selfish. Consider whether it's you're doing the wrong thing by others. And if you are doing the wrong thing by others, then maybe and doing the wrong thing by others within the framework of what you believe to be right or wrong, then maybe that's something you want to reassess. Hey, what's going on, Ralph Wiggin? Welcome. Yeah, guys, smash that thumbs up if you're in the stream. There's 26 here and only 12 thumbs up. I want to see those numbers in parity with each other. So yeah, I really want to let you guys know that loyalty is not something that it's not something that women deserve. It's not something that men deserve, right? Nobody deserves loyalty, right? Because we might say, well, I deserve loyalty because I did this, right? And other people might look at us and say, well, you've been a good man, you've provided, or, you've been a good mother, you looked after the kids, so you deserve loyalty. That doesn't equate to loyalty. People can have their own opinion. Exactly. MGTOW, sorry, Michael said Sydney MGTOW, selfish is a shaming soy word. It is. And Neo Red says loyalty includes the roller coaster that's life, the ups and downs. Exactly right. Ralph said respect is earned, and I totally agree with that. You earn your respect. You earn loyalty. But you earn loyalty by appealing to the motivations of others. And Richter Custom says some people can't help cheating. Never okay to cheat. And look, I agree with you that some people can't help cheating, Richter. But do you know why? Because there's been nobody up to that point that has given them a motivation to not cheat greater than their motivation to cheat within the framework of what their values are and what their understanding of the world is. So, and look, Michael, it's female nature to be promiscuous. It's also male nature to be promiscuous. But guys, we have more motivation to be loyal than women do these days. Women are almost incentivized to be disloyal, right? And this is exactly what I'm saying. It's if you've got an incentive to do something, to be disloyal, then you're not likely to feel incentivized to be loyal. Think about that. Right? And both sexes are hypergamous, Look, if we're with someone that we're not happy with, or we think that we can do better, yeah, of course we're going to go for someone that we'll like better. But if we feel like there's value in the person that we have with us, if we are in a relationship, if there's value in the person we have with us, that and that value actually gives us more fulfillment than being without that person, then of course we're going to be loyal. It's like, in my previous marriage, the physical intimacy wasn't there. And it's like, well, where's my motivation to be loyal? You know, like, what is it? Is there something in this relationship that incentivizes me to remain loyal more than it incentivizes me to be disloyal, right? Just playing devil's advocate here. Because you got to look at it from both sides of the coin. And, you know, we're just human beings. Narcissists cheat no matter what. She cheated on all her boyfriends. Yeah, look, that I don't deny that as well. But Richter, there's some guys as well that cheat on all their girlfriends because they haven't met a girl that's actually given them more motivation to be loyal and not cheat than the other way around. Dynamite Rabbit says, hypergamy has little to do with cheating. Hypergamy is a natural instinct in women to seek higher status men. Cheating reflects hypergamy when a woman is looking to monkey branch. Yeah, look, that's true. Correct. And Ezekiel, you're right. They don't seem to take into consideration that you're suffering as well. Thanks for hitting that like button, Justin Squire. Guys, if you're in here, smash the like button. There's 27 of you in here and only 16 likes. Let's get this trending so we can talk to more men about this message. And what Ezekiel said about they don't seem to take into consideration that you're suffering as well. You know, you are right, Ezekiel. But the thing is, what is their incentive? Okay, and I want you to really deeply think about this. What is the incentive for the woman to take into consideration that you are suffering as well? Right, what's the incentive? If there is no incentive for them to do so, then they won't do it. Just like, you know, if we were to be in a relationship and we left our partner, we have to see, okay, well, what's our incentive for taking into consideration our partner is suffering? Is that because, you know, as men, we inherently want to still care for that person? Is that the reason why? Hey, what's going on, MGTOW? Welcome, bro. Welcome. And Saomi says, exactly, you have to fulfill someone needs to stay with you. Women don't want to fulfill any of the men's needs these days. And look, at the end of the day, you know, women have a choice to make and men have a choice to make. The men have the choice to stay, or they have the choice to go. Unfortunately, if the woman decides to go, then the men don't have a choice. And you have to know that before you get into a relationship, before you get into a marriage. I strongly advise you don't get married in the current Western framework that's governed by feminism. Exactly. Joseph Conrad said, they are liberated now, so are we. It's exactly right. It's exactly right. And you know, men, if you're not fulfilled in a relationship, right? If you insist on being in a relationship and you're not fulfilled in being in a relationship, you got to go, and you got to go now, because it's only going to get worse. And if there's any women watching this, if you're not fulfilled in a relationship, you need to go, and you need to go now before you get married, before he proposes to you. Right? I don't care if you break his heart. I don't care if you men break a woman's heart. Because hearts were made to be broken. Hearts were made to learn and evolve. Right? And our heart gets stronger when we understand. When we understand people to be able to forgive and let go of the negative emotions that are holding us back. That's how we get stronger. Like, you ask any man who's been through something incredibly harrowing, like a divorce where he's just been destroyed. You ask that man if he's stronger than before. And I can tell you now, he is much stronger. Sometimes they may deny it, but the mere fact that they made it through and are still living, are still breathing, that are still standing there to tell you their story, that means they're a lot stronger than they were before. You know, and the strength is within you to build yourself up, create more armor for your heart, as Ninja Nika says. You know, create mental armor, put up your guards. You know, it's okay when you know someone is able to be trusted, and you know someone is, you know, worthwhile speaking to. You know, you'll know over time if it's worth putting your guard down. Let them put their guard down first. Let them keep their guard down first. Then you can make that decision whether you want to let your guard semi down. I don't ever recommend letting it all the way down, because when you let your guard all the way down, what you do is you put yourself in a vulnerable position for them to then lift up their spear and strike you in the heart. You always need to be in a position where you're not vulnerable, and you need to create that for yourself. And Surmi says, yes, it's not wise to get with someone that's not fulfilling your needs. It's just a disaster in the works. Exactly. And Ralph Wiggum said, so true, after my heart in a sense was broken, I'm much stronger than I was. Well said, brother. Thank you, Ralph. I totally get where you're coming from, man. I've been through that myself. Truth Bomb and Menace. I love the brotherhood more than women in a no homo way. I can't love modern women anymore. I can't even look at them. I understand how you feel, Truth Bomb and Menace. Neo Red says, after the red pill rage and he picks himself up on his feet, he will absolutely be stronger and wiser. And it is this wisdom that we use. It's this wisdom that we bring to our mind. It's this wisdom that we bring to our heart. It's this wisdom in which we find strength. And when we understand where it is that we stand in life, when we understand who we are, when we understand who the people around us are, and we just accept that that is what it is. And I know some people that hate the saying, it is what it is, but it really is what it is. And Your Fault says, keep in the back of your mind, trust no one. I agree. You know, I trust my dad. I trust my dad and I trust my mum. And do you know why I trust them? I trust them because they've been there more than I could ever hope for or imagined through my entire life, no matter what went down. They've always had my back. And those are the people you trust. Just like my brother. Not my little brother, but my brother. And you know, and if you're watching this right now, because I know you subscribe to my channel, if you're watching this right now, thank you so much for everything you did for me when I went out of my marital home, when my marriage broke down. Because you saved my ass. You saved my ass from being on the street when I had nowhere else to go. And this is why I say, men, there is strength in unity. There is strength in unity. There is heart in this community. Amongst all of us men, us MGTOW brothers standing side by side, you know, as an army of men that support each other. That's where our strength lies. Not only within us, but within unity. I think MGTOW 2018, I say this all the time, is going to be a huge year. Anyway, guys, I've had a huge day and I've got a massive day tomorrow. I've got about 7 hours of driving. Hey, Chris Can too, man. Welcome to the box. I appreciate you, brother, and thank you so much for your heartfelt messages that you put out on a regular basis. Appreciate you. Joseph Conrad, absolutely. I want to get the family together in New South Wales. If there's anyone in New South Wales, any of my MGTOW brothers, please send me an email to sydneymgtow@gmail.com. And to any of you who wish to donate to the Fighting Fund, who wish to donate to the cause, please feel free to donate by crypto or PayPal below, paypal.me/sydneymgtow. Also patreon.com/sydneymgtow. You know, if you can spare $1 or $2 a month, I would really appreciate you know, your ongoing support. You know, there is going to be a time in the very near future where I'm going to need funds to campaign and to reach out to politicians, because I am taking this fight to Tyrone. It's time that us men get our fairness back, and I do need your support to be able to do that. But as always, you know, I'm here, I'm driving 7 hours tomorrow, I'm getting up at 4:35 a.m. Like, I'm busting my ass every single day so that I can create money and income and a future for myself. So the money that you donate doesn't go to me, that goes to you guys. It goes to what I do for you guys as well. So if you want to spare $1 or $2 a month, it'd be very much appreciated. Stephen Hill, welcome, man, welcome. Thank you for jumping in. And thank you, Neo Red. Thank you, Ninja Nika. Thank you, MGTOW Samson S. Okay, Stephen Hill, I will get a dash address. Oh man, I appreciate that. I assume you're already subscribing, Stephen Hill. I'll get that dash address and I'll let you guys know exactly what that is. So thank you so much for that. Anyway, man, I'm signing out for tonight. It's only been a short stream, 20 minutes. Whoever didn't catch the start of this, I highly recommend you go back and look at this, because you need to understand what loyalty is all about and where it comes from and why people give it, because otherwise you're just going to be disappointed when people aren't loyal to you, because there are going to be people that you expect to be loyal to you. But expectations are the breeding ground of resentment. I've said this time and time again. If you expect something and someone doesn't give you what you expect, then depending on how much they've disappointed you, that can breed resentment. And don't feel resentment towards your fellow man. Don't feel resentment towards your fellow human being. Especially don't harbor resentment towards your fellow brothers, because you expect something that they are not required to give you. Please, find that place in your heart where you can actually step back and understand. I don't expect things, but appreciate them when they're given. That's all I got to say on the matter, because at the end of the day, you earn loyalty, but you don't expect it. Because when you expect loyalty and it's not given, that hurts. And why would you put yourself in a position of hurt? Isn't that why we go MGTOW, so we don't get hurt? So that we can focus on ourselves and we can be loyal to ourselves and we can trust ourselves, so that we can be good and kind and respectful to ourselves. Isn't that why we go MGTOW? Just want you to think about that, guys. Really give it some thought. Even if you sit there at night and think about it for 4 or 5 hours straight, even if you think about it for a week, really understand this, because it will transform you. It will take you to a whole new level. I guarantee you. Anyway, men, as MGTOW Samson S just said, MGTOW is freedom. It is the pathway to self-sovereignty. It is the pathway to self-realization. It is the pathway to self-actualization. And it is the pathway to achieving what it is that your purpose on earth is. And you can't do that without looking after yourself first. Anyway, man, as I said, I got a 7-hour drive ahead of me tomorrow. I need to go get some sleep. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. If you're still in the box, hit that thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow with another video, man. Peace.